Well, good Sunday morning. Well, we are seeing a lot more sun today as we take a live look over Metropolis. Right now, one of the things I wanted to point out is not just that beautiful sunrise coming in. You see the clouds that are also working their way in, but how about the river right behind the city line? You can actually see the steam because the water is warmer than the air around it. Right now, temperatures are actually coming in into those lower 30s around Metropolis, but we do have some 20s on the board to talk about. So those areas in pinks, that's our cooler temperatures. And you can see that kind of circled around our Mount Vernon area, sitting at 24 degrees. There's definitely some frost out there, not just on the cars, but I've seen it even on the grass. So you're getting a little crunch out there. On top of that, it's dry and cool. So Piedmont coming in at 35. We have Kent 36, Paducah 31. Overall, no matter where you are, it's definitely a chilly one today. So we will eventually rise in our temperatures as we go through the afternoon hours. Still working our way through the sunshine, but eventually those clouds will continue to increase as we go through the later afternoon hours. On top of that, our temperatures going from those lower 40s by around that 9 o'clock time frame. So a nice jacket will suffice if you are going out for church services this morning. Temperatures will try to get into those mid 50s. I don't really know if they'll get to those lower 60s because we are going to be watching for more increase of clouds, and that can actually keep us a little cooler. So as we look at our threat tracker, chilly morning today, so get that coat out, but you're going to want to transition that coat to a rain jacket and your rain gear because heavy rain will be moving in on the way, and it's going to be for the next few days. On top of that, it's going to be windy, but I'll also be talking about your Thanksgiving travel, all of that coming up here in the next few minutes. But radar and satellite starting to get that sunshine off into the east. That's why you're starting to see the clouds coming in through the Atlantic near that cold front away from us. But we see this next system already bringing rain to the central plains with that warm front lifting over areas like Oklahoma and Nebraska. So right now, what does that mean for us? We're staying dry over the next few hours. Those clouds will increase. Enjoy the dry time. But eventually we will be looking at some of those showers working their way into the late evening hours. Pretty isolated to scattered, but as we go into your Monday morning, we will start to see those isolated scattered showers continue, but it's really by the late afternoon hours. Here we are around noon, then into the evening hours. We have a lot of heavy pockets of rain that will be filtering into the region, and it's not just by Monday. It continues even into Tuesday, although most of the heavy rain does look to stay up and above us. And even the severe storms, which do look to stay in the forecast outside of our region. So that's the good news. On top of that, we'll be looking at some gusty winds coming from the northwest, gusting upwards of times 20 miles per hour. So it's going to be a cool rain when you're out there as well. At least for the rainfall amounts, we're looking at least an inch plus, especially in some of those heavier pockets. That's where you could see some of your higher amounts. So if you are taking the kids out to the school bus tomorrow, as temperatures, again, I mentioned not going to be rising too much more into those lower to mid 50s, but heavy rain as we go through the afternoon and more rain over the next few days. So today's your best day to get out there, stay dry, but it's not until the evening hours we start to really see that come in. Heavy rain as we go towards Monday. Tuesday as well. It should be out by later afternoon. So download that Storm Track 3 app. You can get your camera out right now on your phone and actually take a picture of the QR code. It'll pull up the app for free. So if you want to track those showers, it's not the only thing we're going to be tracking in your forecast. We're tracking the cool and dry conditions as we go towards your Thanksgiving. So temperature highs typically sitting into those mid 50s, going to stay below that. So if you are thinking about traveling, whether it's Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, we are going to be looking dry as far as your drive time goes. But temperatures are going to be rather cool. So looking at your 7-day forecast, that turkey is certainly dancing for dry, cool conditions. But I think we're getting a deal from Mother Nature because we are staying out of the precipitation for now, but we are going to keep our eye out for Monday and Tuesday's outlook.
So it's nice to see that Thanksgiving is going to be dry, but the travel to your destination might be a little wet.
Yep. If you're traveling Monday and Tuesday, watch out.
Definitely. Appreciate it, Emily. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.